Hello.
Happy to be here.
I'm alive. I'm here.
Okay, the first part's embargoed until 2 o'clock, the second part until 10:30. Okay, let's start.
How good is it to be here and to be alive?
I'm always here.
Are you in better spirits than you were on Tuesday night? And you talked about kind of having no regrets, and you said all those things. Are you
Of course I'm better. Of course I'm better. I'm happy with what I saw in my players after the match. I'm happy that people was sad, that people was frustrated. I'm really happy with that. I'm happy that we were exactly in the same page. And I'm happy to see the boys coming back again in my page, because you know, we don't have many days to be sad. We don't have many days to, I don't know if it's a correct word, but something like grieve. You know, we don't have many days for that. So I'm happy that the players, they come back exactly as myself. You know.
Have you seen a reaction on the training pitch? Because this might be your biggest game of the season.
We train very well, always. We train always very, very well. So we don't need reaction to train better than we do, because the training, the professionality, the enthusiasm, the organization, every training session with us since day one, since I arrived, the players on that, absolutely brilliant.
You spoke of the importance of this weekend being more important than Liverpool. How important is Brighton now in the wake of Tuesday night?
No, every match is important. I didn't know. I was not very objective when I told Sevilla is more important than Liverpool. I don't know. I told that possibly for some people, for some fans, the Liverpool game doesn't matter which competition is, can be more important than any other match of the season. I'm pretty sure that some of the Manchester United supporters would not change a victory against Liverpool for a victory against Sevilla, even if the defeat against Sevilla means that we end the competition. But for me, every match is different, and every match is important.
I've spoken to a few of the supporters this week that said they were a bit disappointed with some of the performance levels against Seville. What would you say to those fans?
You know, I say to the fans that the fans are the fans, and the fans have the right to have their opinions and to have their reactions. But there is something that I used to call football heritage. I don't know if I try to translate from my Portuguese, which is almost perfect, to my English that is far from perfect, but translation word by word is something like football heritage. And what a manager inherits, how do you say the verb from heritage? Inherit is something like the last time Manchester United won the Champions League, which didn't happen a lot of times, was on 2011.
Eight.
Champions League.
No, the final. The final was 2011. Since 2011, 2012, out in the group phase. The group was almost the same group as we had this season. Benfica, Basel, and Galati from Romania. Out in the group phase. In 2013, out at Old Trafford in the last 16. I was in the other bench. In 2014, out in the quarterfinal. In 2015, no European football. In 2016, comes back to European football, out in the group phase, goes to Europa League, and on the second knockout, out of Europa League. On 2017, play Europa League, win Europa League with me, and goes back to Champions League. In 2018, win the group phase with 15 points in possible 18, and loses at home the last 16. So in 7 years, with 4 different managers, once not qualify for Europe, twice out in the group phase, and the best was a quarterfinal. This is football heritage. And if you want to go to the Premier League, the last victory was 12-13, and in the 4 consecutive seasons, United finish 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Or 5th, 4th, 7th, 4th, 5, and 6. So, in the last 4 years, the best was 4th. This is football heritage. Means that when you start the process, you are here, you are there, or you are there, is heritage. Is heritage. And if the fans that I will always respect, if the fans, and many of them are the ones you speak with, many of them are the ones I speak with, and or I am very lucky and you are very unlucky, but the ones that speak with you are very disappointed, and the ones I speak with, they know what is football heritage. They know what is a process, and they know when I arrived. When I arrived in Real Madrid, do you know how many players played quarter-final of Champions League? Xabi Alonso with Liverpool, and Iker Casillas with Real Madrid, and Cristiano Ronaldo with Manchester United. All the others, not even a quarter-final. That's football heritage.
Jose, those stats,
Are real.
they are real.
They are real. Do you want other real?
No.
I'll give you a couple more real. In the last 7 years, the worst position of Manchester City in the Premier League was 4th. In the last 7 years, Manchester City was champion twice, and if we want to say 3 times, because they will be in one more week, 2, 3, or 4, and they were second twice. That's heritage. Do you know what is also heritage? Is that Otamendi, Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho, Silva, Sterling, Agüero, they are investments from the past. Not from the last 2 years, from the past. Do you know where are many of United players that left the club last season? See where they play. Where they play, how they play, if they play. That's football heritage. And one day when I leave, one day when I leave, the next Manchester United manager will find here Lukaku, Matic, of course De Gea from many years ago. They will find players with a different mentality, with a different quality, with a different background, with a different status, with a different know-how. And for some reason, you go to the Champions League quarterfinal like today, and there are 4 clubs that they are always there. Always there. Barcelona is always there in the past 7-8 years. Real Madrid is always there in the past 7-8 years. Juventus is always there. Bayern Munich is always there. And then, of course, appears now and again another club, like my Inter, like some other clubs, like Monaco. Last season, some clubs that, you know, but the ones that are always there is for some reason. And the good thing for me and the amazing feeling for me is that I am exactly in the same page as the owners, as Mr. Woodward, as Mr. Arnold. We are exactly in the same page. We agree in everything. We know that we have a process. We agree in the investments. We agree that we have what we have. The investments we are going to do are going to be progressively, season after season. We need more than the investments. We need also the time. We are exactly in the same page. So life is good. I have an amazing job to do. Yesterday I met a new person that we have in the club working in a different area, nothing to do directly with my job. It was a person that come from another club, and I asked, why did you decide to come? And the person told me, because I did a fantastic job in another club, and I know that this club, I have a big, huge job in front of me to do, so I come for the challenge. Well done. Well done. My decision to come here was based on the same thing. I could be in another country with a league in the pocket, the kind of league that you win even before the league starts. I could be, I'm not, I'm here. I'm here, and I'm going to be here. And no way I'm going to change my mentality. For me, you know, I don't know if you know the expression. I don't know if the translation to English makes you understand, but there is a quote that I like, which is something like, in every wall is a door. You know, every wall is a door. You know, I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to disappear. I'm not going to cry because I heard a few boos. I'm not going to disappear from the tunnel running immediately. The next match, I will be the first to go out. You know, I respect the fans. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of my responsibilities. When I was 20 years old, I was nobody in football. I was somebody's son. What I was, with a lot of pride, when I was 20 years old, I was somebody's son. You know, and now, with 55, I am what I am. I did what I did because of work, because of my talent, and because of my mentality. So, you know, they can be together. You know, I understand that for many years was really, really hard for the people that doesn't like me. Here he is again. Here he wins again. Here he is again. Here he wins again. So for 10 months, I win nothing. For 10 months, I win nothing. The last title that I won was 10 months ago. you know, I beat Liverpool, I beat Chelsea, I lose against Sevilla, and now is the moment to be happy. Okay, you know, I also learned that in my religious formation. Be happy with the others' happiness, even if the others are your enemies. So be it. I am a very lucky guy, and I'm really happy to be what I am.